What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Continuing on with the P-Die series here in the Backyard Simulator. As for today, we are playing a course we've actually already done once on the channel about a year and a half ago. Shot an 83 there the first time. The course that I'm speaking of, as you can tell by the title, is TPC at River Highlands. This is in Cromwell, Connecticut, a P-Die remodel completed in 1982. So I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, I shot an 83 last time here. That was back when none of the mulch was here, none of the bricks, stance mat wasn't here. I was actually experimenting. I had the Home T Hero going on landscape mode, so sideways, and I had the smaller portion of the picture-in-picture video of my swinging. So that was back when all I had was just the mat down on basically grass, and I was hitting out of a dirt pit here. So hopefully we'll see. Obviously each day is a little bit different, each round's a little bit different, and even hole to hole's a little bit different, but I'd like to see from the furthest back tees, like usual, if we can beat an 83 and see how much we've kind of improved, or maybe not improved, over the past year. So without further ado, real quick for the rundown: Garmin Approach R10 behind me on a DIY level stand, Country Club Elite mat, DIY stance mat, Callaway super fast ball that's somehow still hanging on. I've been using this and keep saying it's gonna crack, but still hasn't yet. 10x7 nets and Home T Hero that you're seeing within the Garmin golf app. So we're gonna get started here. First hole, par 4, 401. Real quick, I played yesterday, hit about 150 shots, and then I played back here with my dad and his friend. We played 9 holes, so back is definitely pretty sore, although I hit about 10 shots beforehand on the range just to calibrate the unit and whatnot, and I was striking it decent, so that's promising. But we'll see what happens. And I actually have a new idea for a series coming up that I'm going to play after this, which is a little bit daunting. Have that in the back of my head, but we're going to try to get through this, kind of warm up, get some swings going, and see how it goes. Alright, first driver swing of the day, should be interesting. Just going to make sure that the camera's still going. So, TPC River Highlands, here we go, first hole. One of my neighbors over there is doing some yard work, so apologies if you guys can hear some of that. Not a whole lot I can do about that. Out to the right. I've been blocking them right. I want to focus on. I tried it a little bit yesterday and it seemed to work out. That was, again, pretty far out to the right. Now we're going to have tree trouble. But I want to see if I can still swing out to the right and work on that club path, but just try back here, and then I'll try it on course as well. But just still aligning to the right, but starting the ball a little more towards the middle so we don't have shots like this. But second shot, 156, right behind these trees. Who knows what's going to happen here? Down 5, so that puts us at 151, plus we need another 15 or 16, so 161, 166-ish. Gonna go 8 iron, and just gonna take a good full swing with it. Usually play this to about 170, 175. Distances are probably gonna be a little bit down, probably in general overall today, but probably these first few holes, some of them will start creeping up, and then I'm assuming I'll start getting fatigued and they'll go down again. But because we're right behind these trees, just gonna try to blast one through and see what happens. Oh, club twisted when I hit that. It was really thin. It looks like we're gonna get a mulligan out of it. It is very hot and humid out here today, and for whatever reason, again, Garmin doesn't seem to like the moisture in the air or whatever. I actually, first like 3 shots I hit, I couldn't get it to read from short little chip shots when I was out here on the range, so I turned the unit off and turned it back on. It seemed to be alright after that, but already 1 misread in 2 shots. Hopefully that doesn't keep happening. At least, though, that was a pretty poor strike. We get a free mulligan out of it with the 8. That was popped up to the right. Wasn't as thin, but that was still not very good. And it looks like we went right off the tree and only went 50 yards. Alright. Fortunately, I wasted a stroke there. See if we can make up for this a little bit. 112 left, down 8. So basically, the down 8, and then we need 11 yards, so it's going to cancel out, obviously, 8 of it. So basically 3 yards on top of this. So we have 115. Going to go choke down 48. It's about a 75% 48. See if we can get 115 out of it. Hopefully, stick the green for a bogey, put it close for a par. If not, putting ourselves behind the 8 ball score-wise. Also popped up to the right. Hopefully that catches the front right side. We'll see. Alright. Somewhat of a generous bounce. We got lucky. Bounced up there. Unfortunately, I think that's still going to be a bogey. But we're off. I'm going to do my best to stay hydrated out here with Gatorade today. I'm already 1 hole in and sweating a decent amount. Alright, see if we can get that back sooner than later. 1 over through 1, second hole par 4. Obviously, these Pete Dye courses, a lot of them on the more challenging side, and specifically this one, I believe I did it back in the day, TPC River Highlands, because that was where a PGA Tour event was held. So from the furthest back tees, who knows what we're going to shoot here. Hopefully keep it under 83, but some of these are definitely not going to be the easiest. And one thing I did forget to mention, I've kind of gone back and forth a little bit, playing with the idea of maybe playing the higher rating and the higher slopes, but I think for me, I made the decision. I'm just going to stick to the furthest tee boxes back. For me, it'll be a win-win if the furthest tee box is also the highest slope and the highest rating, but for me, the extra distance playing from the furthest back tees is significantly more challenging, which is kind of the route I want to go to, versus playing like the white tee boxes. Even though angles off the tee boxes and into the greens may be more challenging, just the extra distance that I have to hit basically between like second shots and in, long to mid irons versus like short to wedges going into greens is a lot more challenging for me. So I'm going to go that route, just so I know. I've been back and forth a little bit the past few rounds. I wanted to let you guys know about that. Second hole, 310 par 4, up 12 yards. So we're going to start hitting some decent drives here. A little bit better. Still a little bit out to the right, but not as far as the other one. Hopefully up the right side. Looks like it is. Looks like it might just creep into the rough. So 244, we were up 12, so that was 256. Still not really clobbering the ball. Don't think that'll probably be in the cards for today, but a little bit better, as long as we can keep on improving hole by hole a little bit here as we get into things. 83 yards left, down 1, but we need another 8. So that puts us at 82, right at 90. I'm going to go 48. Try to take the best that I can, about 10 yards off of my 100-yard shot here with the 48. Still popped up kind of spinny to the right. That may be closer to 100 as well, but should be right side. Alright, luckily that came off kind of hot, but considering I popped it up, realistically that was probably a little bit further right, but we'll take the par. It kind of worked to our advantage, not making the best contact there. Third hole, par 4, trending in the right direction. 395, slight dogleg left, down 2 yards this time, so we're going to aim right about there. And I do want to start. I'd be considering I've been blocking them out to the right more than not, which again, you play a draw, you get to swing out to the right, aim out to the right, and usually the miss is, as long as you're not releasing the club way too much, you got to kind of live with that block out to the right. But I can hopefully today release the club a little bit more, and I'd be happy with some misses to the left, and hopefully find a kind of a middle ground eventually. But if I keep doing that, not releasing the club, that's going to be up the right side again. Not too bad though. We're getting a little bit straighter each time. Didn't hit it super hard, but 261 out of it. Getting a little bit more speed as we get going here. 139. So, in between number between a 9 and a pitching wedge, usually play the pitching wedge to about 130, 135. 9 is about 155. However, I have been experimenting and working on my choke down shot a little bit more with my 9 for about 140, 145. So I think I'm going to do that, just considering I've popped up a couple high right. I'm going to go choke down 9 and see if I can get 139, 140 out of this. Pulled it left, a little bit heavy. Hopefully that catches the left side. That may be too far left. Yep. Alright, a little bit of a struggle bus here off the start at 83. We'll see. I'm assuming it's a par 72, so that was 11 over last time. We'll see. We're only 1 over, but we're staring down possibly another bogey here, unless we can get this inside the inner circle. 16 yards in the rough, so another 1.6, so 17.6 to be exact. Gonna go 60 degree. This is where the Garmin has had a little bit issues with these short little delicate shots. We'll see. Hopefully I don't have to hit it 3 times for it to register, but 60 degree, 17 yards. Maybe closer to 20, but I didn't hit it super hard. Should be decent. And here we go. Felt pretty good about that one. That one had a chance to be inner circle. Looks like we have to do it again. Pretty similar. That one might be half a yard further left, but similar distance. Hit that one a little bit softer. Alright, we'll take that. 2 yards short and left. We're inside the inner circle, save another par. The other one probably would have been just a tad closer, but it is what it is. Generally, like I say, the misreads or no reads generally even itself out between the generous ones and not so generous ones by the end of the 18 holes. 1 over through 3, 4th hole, par 4. Like I mentioned, I'm going to do my best, try to just focus on these shots that I have at hand, but I have that video that I'm going to try after this in the back of my head, which is starting to worry me just a little bit, but should be fun. It'll be interesting. Should be the video right after this one. Alright, a little bit better there. That one's actually up the left. So, little by little, we've been working it from a pretty big block out to the right, not so bad block out to the right. The last one was relatively straight in the middle. That one actually worked its way a little bit left, and as expected, we're creeping up the distance. The more solid and straighter I'm hitting it. So 269 with that one. We'll take that all day long. 167 left, up 1. So we're at 168. Kind of an in-between number between a 9 and an 8, but closer to an 8, so I'm just going to go with that. A little bit thin and left. That may need to get down a tad, and that could be closer to 175-ish because I pulled it a little bit, but we are on. And luckily, again, didn't catch it 100%, so that little bit of a thin pull contact to the left kind of actually helped us out. But another par in the books. Grab some Gatorade quick before this 5th hole, par 3. You guys are probably tired of hearing about me checking the camera, but it is worrisome. There's been a few times where it's turned off and it kind of, not a complete waste of time out here, but some of these days like today, feeling a little bit sore. I probably wouldn't play otherwise, but I want to get some more videos on camera the best that I can. Kind of frustrating when you come out for basically the sole purpose of just recording a video like I am, and then by the end of it, 15 holes in, the camera turns off and you can't even use it. But 5th hole, par 3, 214, up 1. So we're at 215. Gonna go 5 iron. when I've been striking this well, it's been pretty few and far in between. I've been seeing about 220. So we'll see. If I hit it 220, 225 and we're off the back, it'll be a good miss. But we'll see what happens here. 6 iron's about 205, so we want to be able to get it there. Thin up the right, that's probably going to miss the green. We'll see. Bounce left. Nope. 205 right into the bunker. Problem is, I tried to start that one a little bit more towards the middle, but obviously the more that you even subconsciously try to do that, that starts to promote more of the over-the-top out to in swing versus what I've been trying to do is working on that draw into out. So kind of an in-between, getting mixed signals with my brain a little bit. But all right, like I've been saying with these bunkers, I'm going to try to keep an eye on them to see how steep they look. This one doesn't look too bad. I've been seeing more so, I think Garmin did fix a little bit of their shortages. Everything was playing significantly shorter than 20% for a while, probably a good 6 months. And recently I've been noticing a trend of looking at the bunkers, and if a bunker looks more of like a really steep pop bunker style, it comes out really soft, versus this one looks a little bit more flat and a little bit more, not quite as deep, but I guess more shallow, I guess you would say. So it should be right around that 20%, maybe just 25, but 20 yards, 20% will be 4. So we're at 25. I think I need right around 25, 30 yards or so, probably closer to 28 to be exact, but I'm gonna go 56 and we'll see what I can do here. Pulled it left. Came out pretty soft though. That one felt like it could have been closer to 30, 35, and we only got 16 out of it. So again, it's kind of tough to tell with some of these graphics as opposed to like something where you're playing in high definition 4K like GS Pro. Gives you a lot more data on the types of lies, how the ball's going to come out and whatnot. But so I think that was a bogey. I was talking and not paying attention. Yeah, bogey on that one. So we're 2 over through 5, 6th hole par 5 as a plane goes over. A lot of background noise today, unfortunately. My apologies. Gonna aim up this right side, see if I can turn one over again. Kind of put the pressure on myself just a little bit, aiming up this right. Par 5 though, so we'll see. Usually, both here and on course, gain my strokes on the par 5s, and like that last one, usually give up strokes on the par 3s. Well, definitely going left. That was low in the face. That was more hooky than anything, but like I said, instead of blocking it, that's kind of a welcome miss, although that wasn't very good. I don't know. I'm assuming we caught a tree or something to only get 182 out of it. Alright. Been very hot and cold with my 3-wood as of late, so I'm going to play it a little bit smarter, and I'm going to go 4 hybrid. And instead of really trying to get, 260 out of it, I'll just take my 240, 245 if I hit it well, and basically play it to right about there. 3-wood feels awesome when you really connect on one and you get that extra 30 yards out of it, 20, 30 yards, but there's times where I played the 3-wood yesterday, pulled it out of my bag when I was playing back here, just off camera, and I topped it 75 yards, so consistency is just a decent amount better with the 4 hybrid at the moment. A little bit right, but that should be right in that, depending on where it lands, I guess. It's going to kill some in the distance because of the rough. I'm going to say about 230, and we're at 231. Fairway, that would have rolled out more closer to the 240, 245 number, but it is what it is. We advanced the ball. We got a shot here. 138. No slope, but we're in the rough, so we got to add another. We'll call it 14. So that puts us at 148, 152. Gonna go 9. Usually play this to about 150, 155. Caught it heavy and popped it up. Hopefully that catches the front side. It was pretty straight. Go, 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 go. Go, big bounce forward. Oh, is that? I think that might be a +3. We're right on the edge. +3, that's unfortunate. One more yard, even a half yard, we would have got it in there. I think that's another bogey. All right, 3 over through 6. We're on pace so far. Anything could happen here and the wheels can come off. Usually I jinx myself, but we're on pace to beat the 83. We'll see what happens here. I feel like I got a couple birds in me. 7th hole, par 4. Aim right about there. Started straight, are going to turn over left, still low on the face, so that's not going to be super far, probably only about 250. Well, and we got another no read. That would have been in the fairway, would have been in play, but it looks like we got a second shot at it. See if we can do at least that, if not better here for the second opportunity. That was significantly worse, and it'll probably pick it up, and it does. That's only going to be about 200. That's frustrating. Alright. 205 left, up 1. Should be a good, well-struck 6-iron if I can do it, although distances are probably down a good 5 yards across the bag right now. But 200, if I can get it there and keep it relatively straight, should put us at least on the green, I would think. Thin to the right. Go through that. Alright. Not very good, but at least we're through that tree and we have a look. So we're 1, 2, we're hitting 3 into this par 4. We gotta put this close. 36 yards, no slope, but we're in the rough, so we need another 3, 4 yards, so 39, 40. I'm gonna go choke down 52. Usually right around 40 is kind of a decision between, I like playing my 56 anywhere between about 25 and 35. Once I get closer to 40, it becomes a decision of choke down 52 or more of the 56, but we're gonna try the 52, see if I can get 40 out of it. Thin, but it was straight. We'll see. Alright, not the best, but we're on. Unfortunately, another bogey. I think that's 3 bogeys in a row. Alright, we gotta snap out of this here. 4 over through 7. 8th hole, par 3, 180 with water short. So, another in-between number. Again, 8 irons about 170, 175. 7 iron to play closer to 190. I'm gonna go 7 just to make sure we get it over that water. If we hit at 190, so be it. But I'm thinking even right now, a well-struck 7 is probably closer to about 185 versus the 190 like usual. That might be wet. That was low. Well, it carried. That was very thin and we're dry, so I kind of got my wish, but that wasn't very well hit. 201, that was a pretty bad skull job on that one, but 21 left, down one, so we're right at 20. Gonna go 60 degree. Probably closer to 15, but we'll see. Yeah, tad short. Distance control still remains a little bit of a struggle, especially today. Again, it wasn't on a normal situation. My sweet spot is playing every other day, but there's a 90% chance of rain tomorrow, so kind of is what it is for a day like today. Didn't have the high expectations coming out here, so maybe all things considered, not the best day to try to beat my previous score of 83, but 5 over through 8, 9th hole, par 4, 339. I just got to start coming to the realization that vast majority of the time I come out here, probably 75% of the time, there's going to be something that I'm dealing with, either a tweaked muscle, sore from the day before, didn't get sleep, not feeling great, whatever. I just got to get used to it and play through it, not harp on it as much. And it all starts here with a good, well-struck tee shot. That was better, but that was kind of the block out to the right. We'll see if the whole layout gets it to work out. Looks like we cut the corner, so better. That was at least something that resembled the middle of the club face. 274 in the fairway, so we'll take that all day long. 100 yards left, up 2. I like that number. So we got 102 going 48. Choke down 48. Usually have a good feel for my 100-yard shot with this, so let's see what we can do here. A little bit thin. That may be closer to 105, 110. We'll see. Came down pretty soft. Actually needed a little bit more on that. Where did that ball go? There it is. I believe it's a par though. Not the best struck 48, but we'll take the par and break that bogey train. So onto the back 9, 5 over through 9. 10th hole, par 4, 430 yards. Fairway's tightening up a little bit. We got a lot of trees right. We got some on the left as well, so need a good straight tee shot here. Decent. Still kind of out to the right. We'll see what happens. All right. Looks like we're squaring it up just a tad better. Better distance on those last two. That one felt like it might have been a little bit further up the right. Possibly a slight misread to my benefit out of the Garmin, but obviously we'll take that. 160 down 2. So we need 158, closer to a 9 than an 8. I don't want to get into a situation where I'm trying to muscle up this 9, so usually play it to about 155. Right now it's probably about 150. Still should be close to the front side of the green, I would think, so not going to try to do anything, any kind of hero shot. Just want to hit a good 9 and live with the result versus trying to do anything too cutesy here. A little bit heavy, popped it up a tad. That's gonna have to go. Should be pretty straight though. Yeah. Wasn't the worst shot in the world, but obviously 17 yards short. It's not ideal. I think I'm hanging back too much on those. I need to have them weight a little bit more forward, compress the ball a little bit more, get a little more forward press. I'm kind of hanging back and popping them up. 17 yards down once, we're at 16, no rough, going 60 degree. See if we can put this close. That should be pretty good. That should be pretty close to 15 and straight. And it didn't get it. That one had a chance to go in my opinion. See if we can do it again. That was exactly what I was trying to do. We'll see. About a yard left. Pop that one up a little bit more. Could be closer to 20. Sit. 19, just outside. Ball didn't go too far back, so I'm gonna grab this quick. I think that's another bogey, unfortunately. Tell you what, it's Pete Dye courses. You guys want some challenges? Look up that Pete Dye list and pick any of them. Definitely more challenging than the average Home Tee Hero course back here. All right, 6 over. This isn't great. 6 over through 10. 11th hole, par 3. We're gonna start hitting some better shots here, folks. 129 down 14, so that puts us at 119, 115, I believe, if I did my math right. We're gonna go 48. We'll see what happens. Still popped it up a little bit, but that should be pretty close to about 115, I would think. Possibly 120, but came out straight. Should be pretty good. 121. All right, take the par. A little bit better there. 12th hole, par 4. Looks pretty open on this one, at least the right side. So, we're gonna go, right at this bunker, but I'd rather be in that bunker than tree trouble if I pull one left. Basically, this one aims right there. It's kind of where I need to go, but pretty much as long as I don't hit it dead straight, even a slight pull to the left or a slight block right should either put us in the rough to the right of the bunker, or if I draw one back, which I'm trying to do, into the fairway, should set us up nicely. Probably not the best strategy course management wise to not want to hit a dead straight shot, but alright, it's going to be right side. We'll see how far right and if it comes back at all. Alright, that's actually not sit. It's actually not too bad. Just right of that bunker. Take that in the rough versus that 20%. Second shot, 125 down 2, so that puts us at 123, plus we need another 12 and a half. So 123, 133, about 135. Going pitching wedge. Don't know if we're going to get 135 out of it right now, but even 130 will be on the green. Tried to trap that one a little bit more. We'll see. Should be at least 125, 130, I would think. Alright, showed 116, but what was the 12 in the rough, so 126, 128 maybe. Pretty much right what I expected, right between 125 and 130. Another par though. No spoiler alerts, but I do think you guys are going to enjoy what I have in store for the next video. I am oddly looking forward to it, although it's going to be challenging. 13th hole, par 5, 6 over through 12. We've got water all over the place, so a little bit risky here. I guess we'll go in the middle, and I want to make sure I turn this over left. Alright, that's more of a hook than a draw, but at least it's up the left side and it's going to be dry. Get down, down, sit right between those. Let's go. We'll take that all day long. Alright, still a long way home, and we got water up there still. Don't love this, so for once in my life I'm going to play it a little bit smart and go over here. Don't even want to give it a chance in that water, and it's a par 5, so we kind of have a stroke to burn after that decent tee shot. Plus, we've got 230, but we're in the rough, so it's going to be another 23 yards on top of that. So we need 255. Just going to go, take my own advice, play the 4 hybrid out to that opening, hopefully, and give ourselves just a wedge into this green. Oh, that was thin and towards the left. Alright, luckily it's fading a little bit back towards the middle, so we got it to work. Not the best struck ball in the world, but 192 plus the 23, it's only about 215, 220, if that. But like I said, we got to wedge it now. Now we should be clear of the water as long as I don't completely shank one left, which definitely could happen, but we'll see. 42 down 1, so 41 yards, going choke down 52. Kind of wanna, I mean, as you guys have heard me say, when I play on course, I just have a bag full of all different balls that I've found throughout the years. I only really buy balls and spend money on them back here to where I can get full use out of them. This thing is on its last leg right now, but I mean, I'd like to just play them back here until they fully just crack, but this thing is a little worrisome. I don't want to just have it split on one of the drives or like a 4 hybrid like that and only get half the distance out of it, but all right, 41 yards. That's gonna be left side, probably closer to 50 or 55. Sit, sit, sit. All right, landed pretty soft for us, 47. That was a missed opportunity, but it's gonna be a par. That could have been, that was a birdieable hole. 14th hole, par 4. Seems like things are narrowing up and some more stuff to go around and over and whatnot on this back 9. Staying somewhat steady though, I guess. It's still not great at +6. I'm not necessarily pleased with how I'm hitting it right now, but I guess it could always be worse. 14th hole, par 4, 394. Actually this fairway's decently wide and we got some room, so we're gonna favor the right side just because we got the car path and rough over there. I'd rather be over here than in those trees. Certainly not automatic every single time good drive, but we had a few good ones in here. Low up the left. Should be fine though because we aim so far right. Didn't mean to do that, but all in all, halfway decent course management, at least with our aim on that one. 264. Alright, blocked ourselves out just a little bit, but we do have a clear shot into here besides that one tree. We got 132 down 7, so that puts us at 125. I could either go full 48 or I could go pitching wedge. Pitching wedge is probably a little bit better play. I think I'm going to do that. something in left I may need to get down. Wow, I didn't think it was that far left. And I thought that was gonna have some more distance on it. Well, that's a drop stroke. That was unfortunate. Maybe a slight misread there. I mean, that was pretty close to what happened, but I thought that was still, if anything, I thought that was gonna be long because I hit it kind of thin, and I thought that was gonna be like back left of the green. It is what it is, though. 19 yards. And we're in the rough, so we'll call it another 2, so 21. Gotta hopefully put this close here, save par with the 60-degree. Inner circle, scrape out a par on the green. Looking at another bogue. Hit it decent. That was going to be real close to 20, I thought. Well, I'm going to leave that one back there. Luckily it was straight back, but I'm not going to spend the time to go get that one just yet. Take 2. That was actually a decent shot with the 60. That was, again, kind of what I was looking for, but we're going to try it again here. Should also be pretty good. We'll see. That may be just a tad short. Alright. One more time. That one, it was straight, but that might be closer to 15, and it still did not get it. What is going on here with the Garmin? I try to play, like I've said, my wedges, especially these, as close to the forward side of the mat, just so it has less time for the ball to climb up and over the net. I guess I need to just play it a little bit further back maybe, and try it once again. A bug crawls on my arm. Caught that a little heavy. That's gonna have to go. And still, all right, it's blinking. It's on. I'm not doing anything different with my waggles. This kind of starts to have the frustration start to boil over. It kind of takes you out of a round when you're hitting the same exact shot. What is this, the 5th or 6th time now? We hit it at least. We hit 1, 2, 3. This is, yeah, probably 4th or 5th time. Finally. At least give me the inner circle. That's probably going to be a little bit short again. One of those days. One of those days, folks. That's frustrating. Alright. We're going to get a couple good holes here, otherwise we're getting close to the our score here. We got what? 15, 16, 17, 18, 4 holes left with 4 strokes to spare, I guess, if we tie it. 3 if we want to beat it. So, 15th hole, par 4, 253, down 1. I'm gonna go 3 hybrid. Strange hole. Not expecting this out of a Pete Dye course to have only a 253-yard par 4 from the furthest back tee. Is a little bit strange here, but 252. Let's see what happens here with the 3 hybrid. Gonna be left side, but I struck it good. Catch a piece of the green. Come on. Sit. Alright. Unfortunately, we're just off, but that was a well-struck 3 hybrid. Right in the ballpark of what I expect. Usually, that 3 is... What is this? 19... The 3, yeah, the 3 is 19 degrees and the 4 is 22. So generally speaking, you see about 3 yards. If you hit it in the sweet spot, you see about 3 yards per degree. So what is that? 3, right around 9, about 9 yards. So when I hit my 4 good, it's about 240, 245, and that one right about 255. So right in that ballpark. That was about, pulled it a little bit left, but that's about as good as I can hit it, especially on a day like today. We're close though. Unfortunately, that would have been nice if we caught that green though. I could have shaved a couple strokes off. 13 yards, up 1, and we're in the rough. So 14, we need about 15.3. Gonna go 60, and hopefully I don't have to hit it 5 times. Inner circle here would be nice. Popped it up. We'll see. Could be close. Alright, we'll take it. Should be a bird. Give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room score-wise. Ah, I hit my head on that branch. Might as well get the other one quick. Hopefully the mic doesn't disconnect. Where's that other one? It went straight back. There it is. Alright, little mid-round scavenger hike back here in the woods. Alright, here we go. Feel better about that one. This is a little bit tricky though. So 6 over through 15, 16th hole par 3, 135 up 2. So we got 137, and it needs to be almost all carry to get over this. So I'm gonna go choke down 9. I don't want to risk that water. I'd be happy putting it off the back here versus having a penalty stroke into the water. On a good day, I would probably hit pitching wedge and try to get my 135 out of it and just be 2 yards short. But right now, I hit it good last time and it was, or not good, but I hit it and it was like 128. I think I'm probably seeing closer to 125, 130 right now. So, choke down 9 it is. Hit it pretty good. Oh, come on. That was right what I was trying to do. That should have been right around 140, 145. Well, take 2. Hold that one left. That's gonna have to get down. It's gonna be dry though. Sit, 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 sit. Catch a piece. Oh, right on the edge for a bogey. That's demoralizing. I get there's no putting, and it is pretty generous around the green, but something like that right on the edge, you wish you could get the +2 and save a stroke, but alright, we had a birdie, and then we just gave it right back with that, so we're still +7, 2 holes left. 17th hole, par 4, 333, and we're not even going to come close to that water if we don't have to. So I'm aiming way out here. Low on the face up the left, and we already aimed left, but it'll be dry. Not hit very well, but oh boy, we got more water. This is basically like that same par 3 again. So 129 down 3 puts us at 126, and we'll call it 13 yards because we're in the rough. So 136, 139. So basically same thing again. go and choke down 9 because I can't afford to be short. Tad heavy, a little bit left again. Should be on the green though. Go! Well, unfortunately it's a +3. Fortunately though, that was very close to being in the water. I caught it heavy. I didn't think it was going to be that heavy. The other one was a little bit long, so I did take a little bit off that, but yikes. Alright, 18th hole, we're 8 over, par 4. Let's see if we can get a par or a birdie here for a change. 402, pretty open out there, so way right. That was more of a slice than a block. That was spinning and it's not going to go very far. Swiped across that. 168. 10% is going to be another 17, so that puts us at 178, 185. I'm going to go 7 iron. Left it out to the right, popped it up a little bit. We'll see if it catches the front side. I don't know if it will. Distance is going downhill right now. Alright, bunker shot, and it looks like a steep one, so this is going to come out soft. I'm still not sure yet. I haven't developed a pattern of enough shots to where you are in the bunker makes a difference, like if you're close to the lip like we are here. I'm not sure how that affects things, but 18 yards up 1, 20% we'll call it 4. Probably going to be closer to 8, so 27. Gonna go 56 and play it about 25, 30 yards if I can. Should be right in that ballpark. We'll see how it reacts out of this bunker. Alright. I think we saved a par. We did. Alright. So we beat our last score. Definitely was nothing to write home about, performance-wise. But we kept it in the 70s. So, from TPC, River Highlands, this is in Cromwell, Connecticut. A Pete Dye remodel completed in 1982. Beat our other score by 5 strokes, and I feel like last time, I'll have to go back and check, but I probably felt pretty good. That was back when the still had 2 club shortages across the entire bag. I probably felt pretty good about that 83 last time, so to be sore, tired, not striking it very well today, still end up in the 70s, we'll take it. I guess all things considered, we did improve a little bit over the past year, but luckily that's the case with all the time I've spent back here. But 40 on the front, not great, and then 38 on the back, so a little bit better. Only 1 birdie across the entire scorecard. They were honestly mostly bogeys and pars, but somehow we hit 7 out of 14 fairways. That's right at 50%. We'll take it. Also, somehow we hit 10 out of 18 greens regulation, so slightly above 50% there. We'll also take that. And then the putts, not too great, right at 2 putts a hole. Want to be closer to 1.5, 1.75, somewhere in there, but it is what it is. Didn't have the highest expectations, and to be able to be in the 70s out here, we'll take it all day long. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Gonna keep going with the Pete Dye series. Anyone else out there that's watching and made it this far, I appreciate you watching, and give me any requests down below if you'd like to see me play a course you're choosing. Just like usual, the name of the course, the location, I'll double check it here and hope to hear or respond to you in the comments, and preferably when you give me the request, just give me a couple sentences of why you want me to play it, whether it's your home course, you played it back in the day, you've always wanted to play it, you have a golf trip coming up, whatever the case may be. I just like having a little background information. But I'm gonna go ahead and reset things, and I guess now's the time. No more worrying about what I have planned. It's time to get into it. So look forward to a fun series I have coming up, and should be, like I said, the next video right after this one. So like always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next course.